Good morning. Welcome to a series that we're doing taking a look at coffee subscription services. There's so many out there, so what makes each one different and which of those might be best for you? Today we're looking at Driftaway Coffee. Hello, my name is Stephen Holm and I am with HomeGrounds, where our mission is to help you brew and enjoy better quality coffee right at home. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and let us know in the comments down below what sort of content you'd like to see coming from this channel. Whether it's different brew guides or taking a look at new products, we'd love to hear from you. So now let's get into ordering coffee from Driftaway. So here's their website, a world of coffee delivered. So it looks like they have the coffee subscription, coffee gifts, a cold brew subscription, which sounds very interesting, and office coffee. So all Driftaway coffees come with stories of the farmers that grow the coffee beans. So that's really cool, not just the region as a whole, but the actual farmer that grew those beans. With the farmer feedback program, you can share compliments and tasting observations with the farmers. That's a really cool program because a lot of people don't realize that these coffee farmers, the people actually growing your coffee, they may not get a chance to drink their own coffee. And so that's really cool that you can actually send your feedback back to the farmer. They're packaged and mailed in plastic-free compostable material. I love that. Carbon neutral operations. Looks like they also have a Perks loyalty program. So when you shop, you receive points that you can use towards future purchases. Alright, so let's jump into actually subscribing to Driftaway. So it sounds like your first shipment is actually going to be a tasting kit of 4 different coffees, and you rate those and they will use that information to know what coffees to send you in the future. So if you're not sure exactly what you like, or maybe you've only drank dark roast and they'll send you a light roast, you try it and you go, oh my gosh, this is really good, you can mark that light roast as something that you might like in the future. It looks like you will get a fruity light roasted coffee, a classic medium roast, a balanced light medium roast, and then a bold medium dark roast. Cool, let's get subscribed. So I'm going to select whole bean. I am just going to go with the Doppio option, which is $14.57 per shipment. I'll just go with monthly and I'll pay per shipment. Okay, so it looks like the price does go up if you pay per shipment. It is now up to $17 for 11 ounces of coffee. And for your first shipment, the price is cut slightly because I'll be getting only 8 ounces instead of 11 ounces of coffee. Free shipping, which is always great, so that means that $17 for the Doppio paying per shipment is all I'll be paying. So $17 for 11 ounces of coffee is not a bad price point. Alright, so that's it. I really look forward to getting this tasting kit, so let's hop into the future once I have these. Fast forward a few days and we have received our shipment from Driftaway. The packaging looks great. It's my favorite box that I've gotten, which maybe you don't care about the box itself, but it looks really nice. Looks awesome. I have this little welcome card. Let's check out what I have. For the bold offering, I have a Papua New Guinea, Wagyu Valley, tasting notes, dark chocolate, butterscotch, baking spices. This is a 2-ounce bag. These were all roasted 4 days before I got it. Great. And they have my name on it. Check that out. The balanced, I have a coffee from Peru, tasting notes of dried fig, floral, and sweet bread. Number 2, I have an El Salvador, tasting notes of dark chocolate, toast, and marzipan. Alright, and number 1 for the fruity, we have a Congo Sopakti, notes of candied orange, plum, and brown sugar. And these are fully compostable, which is awesome. So also in the box, we have very, very nice postcards about each coffee. They talk about the producer, they have a roaster's notes, and then they have a little did you know fact. I really like this. I think in order to taste all 4 of these at once and kind of give my opinions, I'm going to do what's called a coffee cupping, which I won't go into too much detail in this video, but basically it's a way, either at coffee origins or in roasteries, they taste a lot of coffees at once in order to evaluate them. If you'd like to know more about coffee cupping, let me know in the comments below and maybe I can make a video about it in the future. So I'm setting up a quick coffee cupping, which if you've never seen one before, it's gonna look pretty ridiculous. But essentially what I'll be doing is similar to the second method I use in my French press video, which I'll link right up here. If you've never cupped coffee before, don't feel like you need to do that for these. You can definitely just brew each one individually. For the sake of this video and comparing all 4 coffees at once, this is just gonna be my easiest way to do that. Go grind these and I'll be right back. So basically what I'm going to be doing is letting each of these sit for 4 minutes, and then I'm going to be breaking what's called the crust, skimming off the grounds off the top just like we did in the French press video, and then letting them sit until they're cool and slurping them with a spoon to kind of aspirate it all across my mouth and be able to taste everything. So I'm going to break the crust. And I just stick my nose up to it because as soon as you break that crust, all the aroma hiding underneath shoots up. And then I'll just scoop off this top layer. So I'll let these sit for about 10.5 to 11 minutes. But for now, I'm gonna head to Driftaway's website so that I can get ready to enter in my preferences. So it looks like they have a little slider that you can rate the coffee out of 100. You can type in any tasting notes that you get. You can rate the body from light to heavy, the acidity, and everything will be saved. All right, it's been about 10.5 minutes now. So I'm gonna start tasting things. I'm just gonna do one quick pass through. I'll wait and do the overall rating at the very end, but let's get some tasting notes in. I taste grapefruit, lemon, definitely orange. Their notes are candied orange, plum, and brown sugar. Tastes pretty right to me. I'm really liking this coffee. Body, even though this is a lighter roast, I would say is about a medium. Perceived acidity, I would put it somewhere in the middle too. I really like this coffee. It's nice and fruity, but not overly light. So I'm gonna give that like an 80. Okay. So let's go back and let's go to the classic. This one is definitely nutty, chocolatey, caramel. It's pretty bitter. They say dark chocolate, toast, and marzipan. I get that. Body, it's definitely medium heavy. Acidity is pretty low. For me personally, I probably wouldn't want coffee sent to me like this. And they say that they'll only send coffee belonging to profiles rated 49 or higher. So I'm going to leave that at 40, not because the coffee is a 40 out of 100, but just because I wouldn't necessarily vote to have this type of coffee sent to me. And we will check out the balanced Peru. I like that. Oh, I really like that. So this coffee is definitely balanced. It's sweet, but not fruity sweet. It's more like sugary, more like dried fig is a pretty good way of saying it. Like fruit that isn't necessarily overly acidic or bright, just nice and balanced, huh? I really enjoy this coffee. Body, I would say, is a medium. Acidity is medium low. I'm gonna give this an 80 as well. Yeah, I would be happy getting that coffee sent to me. And now let's go bold. I'm just gonna put this out there. I don't love dark roast personally, but if you do, that's totally fine. This is super bitter. I wouldn't say it's necessarily smoky. Spice, chocolate, nutty. The thing that really hits me is it's a very, very heavy body. It's pretty much no acidity in there. I would not personally want this sent to me. So all in all, I would say these coffees are pretty delicious. I personally love the number 1 and 3 options. They're a little more sweeter, lighter-ish bodies. However, I will say that none of these coffees I would personally say have a light body. These are more in the medium, going all the way up to pretty heavy body range. So that's Driftaway. This was a really cool experience trying 4 different profiles. I would be really excited to receive my next shipment of coffee, and I would say they did a great job of roasting these coffees, and I love the packaging that it's fully compostable. I love the box that it was sent in. I love these postcards for each one. All in all, I really enjoyed this Driftaway coffee experience. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of our other subscription reviews. I'll link them right up here. And thank you for watching.